lovely and darling viewers, it's Jen here at Chuck Her Joy, and this time I'm doing another Top 5 Wednesday. As always, the Goodreads group is in the description below if you want to check that out. This is actually a topic from a couple weeks ago, and it is our top 5 favorite summer reads. So I was sick, so I missed this one, and I'm sorry about that. So my thought process for this list was mostly the types of books that I would read during the summer, and I tend to not want to read a lot of really heavy stuff. Like when it starts getting really hot outside and I'm spending time kind of like in and out and uh, listening to audiobooks while I walk, that kind of stuff. So there are a lot more romance or just not as in-depth books. The first book I chose is Tone Deaf by Olivia Rivers. I just finished reading this book. This is a totally adorable young adult romance. It follows Elle, who is deaf. She grew up as a child prodigy. She was excellent at music, and then she loses her hearing, and I think she's been without her hearing for like 7 years now or something. So she's adjusted now. She can sign and read lips, but she still misses music. And when her best friend Avery drags her along to this huge boy band concert, it kind of reminds Allie of what she's missing, and she gets to meet the lead singer of the band, and they've got a very tenuous relationship starting off here. I just really love the whole like rock concert feel to it. In a similar vein, I have Geekerella by Ashley Poston. This is another young adult romance. So this book focuses on Elle, who is a geek blogger. She is obsessed with this television show Starfield, and I super love the whole fandom vibe that this book has. It's also a Cinderella retelling, so love the fairy tale aspects to it, although it grounds pretty heavily in like real stuff happening. There's no magic wand being waved, basically. And the prince is Darian, who plays the lead in the movie reboot of the show that Elle is obsessed with, and they have this accidental meet cute via cell phone and end up texting each other back and forth. And their relationship is adorable, and just anytime that they were texting each other, it was just super cute. So I really, really enjoyed this one also, guys. So that's another recommendation for a summer read. Another book that also takes place during the summer. Okay, the first book that popped into my head when I saw this topic was A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. A, it has summer in the title, so how can you not associate it with summer? And B, the Cleveland Shakespeare Festival here in Cleveland does outdoor performances every year of Shakespeare, so I just kind of associate like summer with Shakespearean plays, and I tend to read the plays before I go see them. So Shakespeare and summer are kind of synonymous in my head. So A Midsummer Night's Dream focuses on this love quadrilateral with the two women, Helena and Hermia, and the two guys, Lysander and Demetrius. And both the guys, like, I think it's Hermia maybe, but they're both obsessed with one girl. And they have this adventure where fairies get involved and just kind of this crazy night with magic going on there. And I love the fairies and Oberon and Titania and Puck. Like, I love the fairies in this also. It's just an awesome comedy, and it's fun, guys. If you have not already seen Midsummer Night's Dream, you should do that. So summer is also sometimes good for trying to like dig into a book or something that I've been putting off. So this year I picked Outlander by Diana Galbadon because I keep finding the books and buying them, but I haven't actually read them yet. So I just started reading this actually today, and I got to chapter 2 so far. So I'm like 30 pages into an 850-page book. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. So this book follows Claire, who is from 1945. She's an army nurse, ex-army nurse, and she travels back in time to the 1740s where she meets Jamie and kind of their relationship, which is complicated because Claire is married in the 1940s and ends up in the 1740s by herself, and woman on her own, especially one who's not a Highlander, somebody who's an outsider, that can get very complicated. So I have already watched the first season of the television show and love that. So the last books that I picked are actually comic books. In the summer, sometimes you just don't want to sit down and read a whole book. Um, so lately, I've been reading the Star Wars comics. I just finished reading all 4 volumes of the Darth Vader comics. I love those murderous assassin droids he's got as his sidekicks. They're awesome. So I decided to pick up more of the Star Wars Marvel comics. The ones I picked are Han Solo, Princess Leia, and whew, I'm dropping them all now. And Obi Wan and Anakin. Especially excited for this one because I love Obi Wan Kenobi. Cannot have enough Obi Wan. Each one of these volumes is a set of 5 comics that's like its own mini storyline. So quick reads, and I will post the reviews to these when I finish them. But basically, I've been watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars television show recently, so I'm just in Star Wars mindset right now. So obviously, comics I'm gonna pick are also Star Wars. I didn't really pay attention to what storylines each of these followed. I more went with characters that I like and love from the movies and decided to stick with them rather than, say, reading Darth Maul's comics where I don't really like Darth Maul as a character. And then if I really love these, maybe I'll start on the main Star Wars comics, the really long series that they've got ongoing. Yeah, so that's kind of a glimpse into what kind of books I read in the summer and what I associate as being summery reads. Let me know in the comments below what are your favorite summer reads, and if you've read any of these books, whether you love them or hate them. Reviews that I've already done for any of these books will be also posted in the comments below if you want to find them. So peace out, I love you guys, and keep reading. Bye!